Cassie here. I have just picked up this Scania with a trailer and I am going to drive salt today, road salt. This will be my first time on this drive, and this truck is normally used for asphalt, but since it's winter they use it for salt instead. I have never driven a truck that has asphalt cans, containers, I don't know what to call them. It's gonna be kind of similar to a hook loader or hook lift, and also I have only one container on the trailer, so it is planned that I will be driving 3 rounds of salt, so it will be a full day. Probably it will take a little while because I'm a bit nervous in front of the first when I'm gonna switch containers the first time when unloading. Loading is easy, it's gonna be a machinist loading, and I'm just gonna close the roofs on the containers. So that's easy, but the unloading is like, it's many buttons I don't recognize in this truck, and you have to do everything in the right order and stuff. So maybe I'll call for some assistance on the first time, but I think it's gonna go well. It has been snowing kind of all night. It is 11 minus degrees. Right now it's 6:30 in the morning. My brain can't really tell if it's morning or evening or middle of the night because it's pitch black outside still. But yes, this is what I'm doing. Another spontaneous drive, and I'm feeling really happy and really excited to try it. Hey guys, I am waiting in line for my first load of salt. It seems there is a bit of queue. Lots of other trucks are gonna load the salt today. I'm kind of shivering, it's really cold. My truck looks like this, and it's really nice to drive. Really nice truck. So yeah, first delivery of 3 today. We're gonna see how it goes. God, it's cold, and the sun is about to go up, kind of. We'll see. Lots of trucks at the same place here. And me as a noob, I don't really know where I'm supposed to be. How chaotic. asphalt truck before, but I have driven a hook loader, so it's this is a hook loader, but the containers are somewhat different. Which buttons do you press in which order? You can't mess it up. Yeah, I was so insecure. I was running back and forth like, oh, is this the right button? And I did figure it out, but it took a while. That's a thing I do. I just got this like really fast, like this button will do this and that, and basically good luck. So I felt kind of panicked, like, oh, how will I remember this? But I was thinking, as long as I just get going, it will solve itself. I'll figure it out. I'm smart. I'm pretty smart. When it was time for unloading, it was okay. Firstly, there was like 5 or 6 trucks in line to get the first load in the morning, so I had to wait for quite a while. And when I got back to the unloading place, I was so insecure, like, oh gosh darn, in what order did I do anything? You have the container on the middle of the trailer because you want to spread out the weight on all the axles. But when you're gonna be unloading, the first thing you want to do before you disconnect the truck and trailer is you want to drag the container with the help of the hydraulics. You pull the container to the front of the trailer so that it will be ready when you have unloaded the truck container, if you follow. But I was so confused in what order do I do things, and kind of panicked because I did not want to screw anything up, of course. So that's both a good and bad thing. I am careful, I take it easy, I always think twice, but the first time I might be slow, like very slow. Maybe a bit too careful sometimes. But I did manage to do it all by myself, but the time passed, and when it was time to load the second delivery, the machinist had his lunch, his 30-minute lunch, but I did have to take my break anyway, but still. So I asked him when he was done loading salt, how long are you gonna be here today? And he said, I'm gonna be here till 3:30. You will not make it. You cannot take another delivery. And I'm like, oh, okay, darn. So it turned out it is very important that I have to do this. So it's all on me because I was slow. I'm not used to this stuff, but maybe that's my thing. Me being so careful in the beginning, and it may take time, but I do learn. And the second round is always faster. So I am a fast learner, I would say. But after the first round of trying myself, if I can prefer a way, I would want to have someone with me that can show me. I want to be able to ask the first time, like, how do I do it? Show me why, show me how, and show me why you do it this way. And that's my best way of learning. But when I have like bare minimum instructions, I can be a bit slow. But yeah, I'm doing my best. So the boss showed up to unload the rig for me, just to spare in the time, so I could make it back to load the third delivery. And my gosh, he has done that a couple of times before. He really knows what he's doing. I was like, wow, that's how you're supposed to do it. On the positive side, I know how this rig works now. Yeah, I should mention this is a very spontaneous drive again. The spontaneous night drive, this is basically the same kind of thing. Like, Cassie, are you available like tomorrow? And I'm like, yes, I am. And I'm gonna be unloading the last delivery of salt by myself, and then it is weekend. So yeah, we'll see if I get to drive this again. I hope I didn't screw up too much being slow. So I do prefer being the careful type instead of just rushing into everything and thinking that I know how everything works. Like, stand back, I got this, don't worry. No, I never feel scared to like ask questions. I usually ask, can I call you if I need help? Like further assistance when I'm in the thing I'm gonna be doing. Sometimes I don't even have to call because I figure it out. But just having this extra safety thing, just calling someone that can assist you from a distance, that can help a lot. Like safety wise, you feel safe. And so I may have tried lots of different trucks, but I always think that I can learn something new. Yeah, even if I have driven a truck like this one before, I haven't driven containers like that one, or this kind of material, or unloading in tight little tents. You know, so you can always learn something new. But yeah, I'm just really glad that life has thrown very different types of trucking jobs, and I think it's so much fun just sharing what I do. So yes, I don't have a permanent job right now, but we'll see what happens next. And you guys have been asking, Cassie, are you fine after you slipped and fell on the ice? And yes, I am fine. Thank you so much for asking. My neck hurts a little bit. I did have a headache also yesterday, but it's like, yeah, it's better today, so I will survive. Also, it's pretty ironic that I'm basically delivering the road salt to the trucks that salt the roads. So I'm just doing the bulk delivery. One day you fall on ice and hurt yourself. The next day you're working with preventing slipperiness with salt on ice. I guess it's pretty ironic how life turns out. So once again, thank you so much for watching. Stay safe out there. If you have any snow, watch where you put your feet, because even you could slip and fall. Now I'm gonna hope the machinist is waiting for me and being there ready with a scoop of salt. And then I'm gonna be unloading for myself. It'll probably go much faster this time. And then it is weekend and I'm going home, and I will probably sleep very early because I went up after 4 in the morning today. I did not get enough sleep, so I'm pretty tired. But it's fine. It's fine.